In today's video, I'm going to show you how to achieve this eyeshadow look that I am wearing using the new Morphe Madison Beer eyeshadow palette. If this is the first time that you see it, this is what it looks like inside. It has some beautiful mauves and neutrals and shimmers. So if you have it, take it out. If you don't, that's okay. We can use a different palette that has similar shades. If you're new to my channel, what's up? My name is Ashley. I upload beauty, fashion, and lifestyle videos Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 p.m. So if you're into that content, consider subscribing, and let's get into today's video. So this palette here is from Morphe. They collabed with Madison Beer to create this beautiful eyeshadow palette. Here's a close-up of it. It is so pretty. It has neutrals, it has rose, mauves, shimmers. I definitely feel like this is a good go-to kind of eyeshadow palette just because I feel like it's a soft glam that you can create as well as dramatic. Obviously what I did is very smoky, but I feel like all the shades that you would want to play with, like I feel like I would take this. Like if I were to be traveling, just because the color story is definitely for me. I love the fact that there's enough shimmers but enough mattes as well. Most of the time I don't like that there's only like 2 matte shades and the rest are shimmers. Like I just like my mattes too. So there's 20 shades in here. This retails for $22. Now let me go ahead and swatch for you. These are all 20 shades. The top row is row 1 and 2. The bottom is row 3 and 4. So the first one is White Rabbit, Stained Glass, Baby, Zero, Marceline, C137, Ziplin, Devil in a Dress, Pisces, Banana, Emotional Bruises, Pixie, Fight Club, Prestige, Jericho, Bambi, 3553, Cosmos, Life Support, and Rabbit Hole. I am pretty sure that I must have maybe not pronounced some of these shades correctly, but that's okay. That's just me. It's my Spanglish and me. But let's go ahead and zoom in and get into this tutorial. We are zoomed in because we're ready to get this party started. So first things first is we're going to be applying some primer. I like to use this one. This is from Milani. This is in the shade 01 Nude. It reminds me so much of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Eden. I used to use that so much. You guys will see the texture literally the same, but the price tag the price tag is more affordable. So you can get this at Target or even like I think maybe possibly at like a Walgreens, wherever they sell Milani, which I do believe is Walgreens. But I'm gonna apply this and let it sit for 30 seconds and then apply a different base. I did go ahead and apply some concealer underneath my brow bone in case you noticed something different because I can't believe I forgot that. That's typically like the first step that I do. But now I'm going to be using a second primer, which is my good base here. This is from P. Louise. This in the shade is Rumor 02. I literally love this stuff. I don't know exactly how much it is, but you can find it at Morphe online and in stores for Morphe as well as plouise.com. But honestly, I love this stuff so much, but I do feel that I need the Milani first because if I were to use this just by itself, I would crease. But I just love the combination. Trust me when I say this combination works. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. I typically like to use my fingers instead, but right now because I have like caballota nails, if you don't know what that means, just an expression, the fact that my nails are pretty long, I can't really get in there the way that I would like. So that's why I'm using a flat concealer brush. With this Morphe JH35 brush, I'm grabbing this color here called Jericho. And I'm going to be applying this on the crease, going back and forth like window wiper motions and circular motions. And you're just going to do a lot of movement, girl. Make sure you blend, blend, and blend. I like to grab a little bit and build it up, because right now I'm focusing it on the crease, but I also want to apply some on the outer part of the eye, so kind of creating like that V shape and on the crease as well. Now, I don't know what you guys use to be able to listen to music, like Spotify, Apple Music, and so on. I do Spotify, and if you have Spotify, you would know that they kind of like analyze what you've been listening to for the past, year. So like, all of 2020. So they'll tell you what your top 5 artists were, your top 5 songs. My top 5 songs, my top #1 song, and it's so funny because Spotify, you playing me, why are you exposing me? But literally it says this song got you through a lot, and it's the song Cancelled by Janet. Damn, I forgot her name already. Let me get the name. Sorry, I'm so bad about this. So her name is Kiana Lead. If you don't know the song, you need to go listen to it. but basically it's like you gave your all to somebody who was worth less. Girl, that tells you. 2020, I got in like a situationship. It was weird. It was so weird, but I learned a lot from it, and I'm not even mad about it. It was an experience, and I realized that I am so much better without that person. I know my worth, honey boo boo. And now I know that I need to focus on me. I don't got time for no boyfriend right now. But we're going to continue to blend because, you know, we don't have time for a boyfriend. So we have time to blend. Blend, blend, and blend some more. Again, with the JH35 brush, I'm grabbing this color here called Zero. And I'm going to focus this on the crease. This is going to create a little bit of a warmth because it was looking a little too cool tone for my liking. But again, just circular motions, focusing it on the crease as well as the outer part. We're marrying these colors together. So keep applying until you like the way that it all looks. So I'm grabbing a little bit more and focusing it on the outer part as well as on the crease. All of this takes a lot of just going back and forth and blending. So take your time, boo. With this Morphe M433 brush, I'm grabbing this color here called Zeppelin. And we're going to slowly build up this color on the outer part of the eye and bringing it into the crease very lightly. Now, this color here is very dark, but at the same time, it's not too intimidating as like a black would be. So you want to slowly build up this color because this is obviously going to create that smokiness that we want. So really focusing it, create that V shape, bring it into the crease. Whatever is left, I don't want my crease to be too dark, like all the way in. So that's why whatever is left with the brush, because most of the product is focused on the outer part. And then you blend, 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 and whatever is left, you lightly blend it on the crease. So keep doing this until you like the way that it looks. I like to start with the eyes because I don't like any fallout like after I do my, you know, face makeup. And then just know that if you do your eyes first, you can always go back after you do put on your face makeup and like darken up a little bit more or add any final touches. This is not, you know, 100% done yet until the rest of the makeup is done as well. So just trust the process. Now we're going to go ahead and clean up the eyelid area / cut the crease, and I'm going to be using this concealer. This is from e.l.f. This is a 16-hour Camel Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Warm. I will be using a flat concealer brush. Again, this brush is from Morphe, and this is in M224. I love this concealer brush because the size of it is pretty decent. It's not too small, but not too big, and it's pretty flat, so it works for my eyelid. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap this and clean up the eyelid. With this right here is the part that I feel like a lot of people get intimidated by because I feel like some people are just not used to doing this. Honestly, if you have time at home, especially right now that, you know, most of us are, you know, not working full time or you're quarantined or what it may be, just play with it. Play and you will get it. Trust me, just trust the process. It's a little weird at first. A little goes a long way. And just try it out. Someone asked in the comments one time, would I get the same result if I don't cut the crease? If you don't apply concealer in this area, when you apply whatever eyelid shade we're going to be using, it's not going to be as pigmented as it is if you were to apply like a concealer like this. Because what you're doing is you're applying eyeshadow on top of eyeshadow, so it's not going to be as bright. Now, if you clean up, you're cleaning up so it has like a clean base, so it has something to stick to and it's going to just stand out a little bit more. So you won't get exactly the same effect if you don't clean. So you see how like kind of metallic-y, very bright how this looks. If I didn't clean it up, it won't look as shimmery. It will still look shimmery, but not as shimmery or as defined. So just keep that in mind. And just kind of, you know, if you don't want to go overboard the way that I did, like I didn't go exactly to the shape of my eye. I kind of went above it because if you see if I do this, you can kind of see that my eye starts folding around here, and I did it a little bit more above. But to start off, you can follow your eye shape exactly. Stop the concealer like right over here where your crease starts, or you can bring it up, whatever works for you. But I am challenging you to go ahead and try this out if you haven't already. Back with the Morphe 433 brush, whatever is left, I'm going to go ahead and use this to diffuse the outer parts so that this line isn't as defined. And then also right above the crease, so that way there isn't like an extremely harsh line. And then we're going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of that dark brown that we used to darken up the outer part of the eye before we go on and apply the eyelid shade. So lightly darken it up a little bit more. With this flat Morphe brush, honestly it does not have a number. I'm going to be grabbing this color here called Stained Glass. And I'm going to be applying this on the inner corner of the eye. Typically I do this last, but for whatever reason I'm going to be doing it first, because that's what I did in the other eye. So I'm just going to pop this right here, because I just want this to kind of like open up the eye and give a nice shimmer. This color is so gorgeous and so shimmery. Look at how pretty. But do you see how cool tone that is? So I was mixing cool tone with warm tone because we are adventurous today. With a flat eyeshadow brush like this one, I'm grabbing this color here called Baby. We're going to focus this on the eyelid and give some shimmer and warmth. So just tapping it on, getting it close to the inner corner too to have a nice and diffused inner corner and eyelid shade. So just go over that concealer. Keep doing this until you like the way that it looks and you're done. So that way I shouldn't see any white concealer, because again this color is supposed to top off that concealer. Back with the M433, I'm just gonna go over so that way we don't have any harsh lines. So a nice diffused outer part, and then whatever's left again right above the crease. With this Morphe JH34 brush, I'm grabbing this color called White Rabbit. And I'm going to be applying this right underneath the brow bone to kind of help bring these colors together and blend. So that way I don't have like just, you know, my brow bone out there with no color. That was just a little bit of color and a nice diffusion. I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup and then I'll come back to finish the eyes. We are back, so let's go ahead and finish the eyes. I'm going to be applying some eyeliner. Now this is the, I believe, the Kat Von D Trooper Black eyeliner. Now I don't know if this happens to anybody. Now this is me trying to talk and like do it, but it's hard for me to multitask sometimes. But does it ever happen to you guys that when you guys go to Sephora, you're like, okay, I need to get some stuff, and sometimes you get things that you didn't plan to get and then you forget the one thing that you went in for? Yeah, I ran out of eyeliner, because all the ones that I have now are like old and dry, and I totally forgot to get eyeliner, but I'm so glad that they gave me this sample. Like, it saved my life, and that's how I found out that I forgot to get eyeliner, because when I saw the sample when I got home, I was like, wow, that was my calling. That was my little thing, like saying, hey girl, did you forget something? But thankfully they have that thing going on like for the first week of December where you get $20 off or so if you are a member of like VIB or Rouge or whatever, depending on what level you are. I downgraded to VIB because your girl's been saving money. But anyways, I'm just doing a thin line. Nothing too crazy. I just want to make sure that the lash band gets to blend. Now with this Morphe M149 brush, I grabbed that dark brown and I'm just going to go ahead and put this on the lower lash line. Smoke it out so that everything is nice and even. So that way, I mean, some people like the look of like it being bright underneath the eye. But whenever I'm doing eyeshadow, especially like a smoky eye, I like the lower lash line to look nice and smoky so that it's like just blended and connected. That's just my preference. Time for some eyeliner. I'm using this MAC Black Pencil Eyeliner. I'm going to be putting this on my top waterline. This is going to help make it look a little bit more smoky, and it's going to help blend the lash line for the falsies. So just putting some of that on. And then again from MAC, I'm going to put a different eyeliner pencil, which is a nude shade. This is an NC15. I'm going to put this on the lower lash line, like the waterline. I like doing this because it opens up the eye. It gives me like a Barbie effect, which I like. I curled my lashes and now it's time to apply some mascara. I'm using this L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I love this stuff. It's such a good oldie. So I'm just going to coat my lashes so I can put some falsies. Honestly, I'm so bad. I never really... How did I get mascara? Right there. You guys can see it. I'm going to let it dry and then pick it off. But I'm so bad about putting away my lashes, so I have no idea what the brand or the style of these lashes are. But I'm going to put them on and that completes the look. this is the final look. I am pretty obsessed. It's nice and smoky. I'm actually really obsessed with this palette. Again, it's just the fact that it has those neutrals, those rose, those mauves. I mean, I saw this and I got really excited. Stained glass, which is the color that I have in the inner corner. Beautiful. There's other looks that I want to create using this palette. Like, I'm excited. I mean, this palette is not something that hasn't been done before. I feel like there's other palettes that are kind of similar to this. So it's not like, oh my gosh, something new. I think it's just a good palette that I would go ahead and travel. Like, if I would be going somewhere, I would take this because it has my neutrals, my roses, some shimmer shades, some matte shades. I don't know. I personally feel like it's like a good balance for me. I really hope that you found this video helpful. I do upload Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 p.m. I upload beauty, fashion, and lifestyle videos. So if you're into that content, consider subscribing. Hit the bell button to get notified when I upload a new video. Hit that like button. Lets me know what you like and don't like. Comment down below. Let me know, will you be recreating this look? What kind of look would you like me to do next? Or what palette you would like me to try? I love to interact with you. So comment down below. You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I post little previews of when I'm filming and all that good stuff. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!